Standing in Tadasana briefly, centering your breath. Inhale, reaching all the way up, long stretch. Exhale, folding forward, generous bend in the knees, releasing the neck. Hands to shins, coming halfway up to a long spine. Inhale. Exhale to fold forward and release the neck. Coming all the way up to standing. Inhale, reaching up, moving right into another forward fold. Exhale, releasing out. Halfway up to breathe in. Exhale to fold back in, empty everything out. And coming all the way up to standing with strong legs, reaching up. And another forward fold, exhale. Coming halfway up, inhale, long spine. Exhale, placing the hands to the floor, step the left foot to the very back of the mat. Bringing both hands to the inside of the right foot, taking some deep breaths. Stretching from your left heel through the top of your head. On an exhalation, stepping the left foot forward, and then just stepping the right foot to the back of the mat for the lunge, both hands to the inside of your left foot. Long inhalations, complete and strong exhalations. Exhaling to bring the right foot forward, coming halfway up, inhale, folding back in, exhale, releasing the neck, and coming all the way up to standing. Inhale, exhale into another forward fold. Halfway up to breathe in. Exhale, hands to the floor, stepping back into a plank pose. Taking a couple of breaths here in plank. And on an exhalation, lower your entire body down to the floor. Coming onto your forearms for Sphinx pose. Pressing down through the forearms, lift the heart, lift the chest, take deep breaths into the front body. Sliding the hands forward, bringing the head down to the floor. Inhale to lift both arms and both legs. Feeling the strength of the back body, allowing the breath to move in the abdomen. Feeling the lift with the inhalations. Feeling the strength of your body with your exhalations. And release. Taking a couple of breaths. Now reaching both arms out to the sides, to the right and the left. Inhale, lifting up again. Arms reaching out to the sides. Legs strongly reaching back. Deep breaths. Exhaling to release. Relaxing down to the floor. Placing the hands alongside the rib cage again. Inhaling up to the hands and knees. Knees underneath the hips, wrists underneath your shoulders. Or inhaling into cow pose. Exhaling into cat, rounding the back. Inhaling to breathe into the heart and the chest. Exhaling to round and tuck. A few more times between cat and cow on your own flow of breath. And then stepping the feet to plank pose, take an inhalation, exhaling to a gentle downward dog. Bending one knee and then the other, feeling the length of the spine and the length of the backs of the legs. Taking a deep breath in, and then exhaling to walk your feet to the front of the mat. Coming halfway up, inhale, long spine. Fold back in, exhale, generous bend in the knees. Inhale to come all the way up to standing. Exhaling the hands into prayer. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, folding forward, empty out. Halfway up to inhale and extend the spine. Exhale, hands to the floor, hop or step into your plank pose. Taking about one exhalation to lower down. Coming into a cobra pose, inhaling, lifting the chest. Exhale to lower back down. Inhaling to your knees and then up to your toes. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Taking some deep breaths in downward facing dog. Bending the knees, lifting the hips. Exhale to hop or step to the front of the mat. Inhale, coming halfway up. Exhale, folding back in. Coming all the way up to standing. Inhale, reach. Exhale into another forward fold, emptying out. Halfway up to breathe in. Exhale, hands to the mat, hop or step to plank. Long inhalation here. Exhale all the way down to the floor. Inhaling into a low cobra, open the chest, deep breaths. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale up to the knees or straight up into the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, the right leg reaches up. You're going to leave the right leg extended for about 5 breaths. With the hips nice and level. Reaching the right leg back, feeling long from your palms to the bottom of your right foot. Deep breaths. Strong exhalations. And when you're ready, step the right foot to the front of the mat. Bring both hands to the top of the right thigh. Left heel pressing back. Top of the head reaching up towards the ceiling. Deep breath, shoulders down. Exhale to bring the hands to the floor, step to plank. Take a breath in. And exhale, lower all the way down. Inhaling into cobra, open chest. Exhale, lowering down. Inhaling to your knees or into plank. Exhale, downward dog. Inhaling to take the left leg up again for about 5 breaths. Hips are nice and level, rooting down through both hands, reaching up and back through the left foot. Exhale to step the left foot forward, staying on your right toes. Both hands come to the top of the left thigh, nice deep bend in the left knee. Lifting up through the top of the head, pressing back through the right heel. Exhaling both hands to the floor, stepping to plank again. Take a deep breath in. Holding here, exhale, pull your abdominal muscles in, empty everything out. Staying in plank, take another deep breath. And then exhale, lower all the way to the floor, reaching both arms out in front. Inhale to lift both arms and both legs. Feeling your inhalation lift you up away from the floor. Exhale to bring your arms out to the right and to the left. Squeeze between your shoulder blades. Legs are still lifting. Continue to breathe. And then exhale to reach your arms back alongside your body. Inhaling to lift the heart and the chest. Exhaling to feel the strength of the back body. And release, turning your head to the side. Take a couple of breaths. Placing the hands alongside the rib cage. Inhale to press up into plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Taking a few breaths, lifting the hips. Exhale to walk your hands to your feet at the back of your mat. Hands to your shins, come halfway up. Inhale. Stay here as you exhale. Bend your knees deeply and inhale into chair pose. Bringing your weight into your heels and lifting all 10 toes away from the mat. Reaching the hips back and strengthening through the legs. Inhale, stand up. Reach up and exhale, fold forward. Inhaling to walk the hands to the front of the mat. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhaling to cobra, keeping a bend in the elbows. Exhale, lower back down. Pressing up into plank pose, inhale, and exhale, downward dog. Inhale, taking the right leg up and back. Exhale, the right foot comes forward, this time setting the left heel down and rising up into warrior one. Nice deep bend in the right knee, strong through the left leg. Feeling the chest lift and feeling the entire body lengthen. Exhale, both hands to the floor, step to plank. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower all the way down. Reaching the arms out in front. Inhale to lift both arms and both legs. Exhale, arms out to the right and the left. Inhale to lift the heart. Exhale, arms reach behind. Inhale, one more strong lift. Exhale, release. Tucking the toes, inhale to plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, the left leg reaches up and back. Exhale, left foot comes forward, right heel down. Inhale, warrior one. Strong right leg. Nice deep bend in the left knee. When you're ready to exhale again, both hands come to the floor, stepping back to plank pose. Deep breath. Exhale all the way to the floor. One more time, reaching the arms out in front. Inhale, lift both arms and both legs. Exhale, arms out to the sides. Take a breath in, lift the chest. Exhale, arms alongside the body. Inhale to lift one more time. Exhale, release. Inhaling up into plank pose and exhale, downward facing dog. Taking a few deep breaths here in downward dog, exhaling through your mouth if you'd like. As you exhale, hopping forward and sitting down. Coming into boat pose, Navasana. Extending the arms forward, bringing the heels away from the floor. You can also leave your heels on the floor if you want. Keep the chest lifted. You can stay here or on your inhalations, extend the legs and lift the arms. Exhaling to bend the knees and bring the arms back down. Inhaling to lift and exhaling down again. A few more times here, or just holding boat pose. And then crossing the ankles, palms to the floor, hop or step to your plank pose. Take a deep breath in, and then downward facing dog, exhale. Walking your hands to the back of your mat to your feet. Coming halfway up, inhale, extend. Stay here as you exhale. And then inhale into chair pose again. We're going to bring the weight into the right foot, crossing the left ankle over the right knee in chair pose. Pressing the left knee open and bringing both hands to the hips to make sure the hips are nice and level. Pressing your hips back behind you and opening the left knee. On an exhalation, slowly lower your hands to the floor and begin to straighten out your right leg if you can, relaxing your neck. And let's release the left foot to the floor. Coming halfway up, inhale. Stay here as you exhale. Bending the knees deeply, coming into chair pose again. Shifting your weight into your left foot, crossing your right ankle over your left knee, and bringing the hands to your hips. Hips are nice and level, reaching to the wall behind you. Right knee pressing open. As you exhale, slowly bring your hands to the floor and begin to straighten out the left leg a little if you can. And releasing the right foot back down to the mat. On your inhalation, walking your hands forward into plank pose. Exhaling to pull your abdominal muscles in, holding plank pose just for a few breaths. Inhaling to feel space. Lift your right foot off of the mat if you want to for a breath or two. Strong exhalations. You can switch feet, setting the right foot down and lifting the left foot if you'd like. And setting the left foot down, take a big breath in and exhale, lower all the way to the floor. Inhale into cobra pose, open chest, exhale, lower back down. Inhale, pressing up into plank, and exhale, downward dog. Inhale, the right leg reaches up and back. Exhale, right foot comes forward, left heel down, rising up into warrior one to breathe in, and then opening into warrior two. Right knee pressing forward in line with your right ankle. Left leg strong, tailbone down, looking out over your right hand. Deep breaths into your chest. Exhale to bring both hands to the floor, stepping the right foot back to plank. Take a breath in and move right to downward facing dog. Inhale, the left leg reaches up. Exhale, left foot forward, right heel down. Rise up, warrior one, inhale. And exhale, open into warrior two. Bending your left knee deeply. Strong right leg. Putting a little squeeze between your shoulder blades. And when you're ready to exhale, both hands come down to the mat, step to plank. Deep breath in, downward dog, exhale. Just a few breaths here, strong exhalations. And when you're ready, again, hopping forward and sitting down, this time coming all the way down onto your back, extending both legs out in front of you, and you can rest here if you'd like to for a moment, or you can just do some crunches or any other abdominal exercise that you might want to do here. And when you have finished resting or doing some crunches, draw your knees into your chest, cross your ankles, grab your toes, and roll up. And hop back to plank pose. Take a breath in plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. When you're ready to exhale again, walk your hands to your feet at the back of your mat, hands to shins, coming halfway up. Breathe in. Stay here as you exhale. And again, bending the knees deeply, coming into chair pose at the back of your mat. Bringing your arms behind your back this time, interlacing your fingers, pressing your knuckles to the wall behind you, squeezing your shoulder blades together, wrapping your shoulder blades around your spine. When you're ready to inhale, stand up, leave your arms where they are. Exhale, gently fold forward. Let your arms come up and over your head. Little bend in your knees. Take another inhalation. And then exhale to release your hands back down to the floor. Inhaling, walk your hands forward into plank pose. Exhaling, stay here. Pull your abdominal muscles in towards your spine. Inhaling between your shoulder blades. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, take the right leg up. Exhale, right foot steps forward, left heel down. Inhale to a warrior one. Exhale, a warrior two. And we'll take a reverse warrior. Right arm reaching up and over your head, either straight up to the ceiling or over your head. Your left hand can slide down your left leg or left hand behind your back. Exhaling to release this pose, hands to the floor, step to plank. Inhale into plank and then exhale all the way to the floor. This time bending both knees, reach back and take a hold of the tops of your feet and just gently pull your heels towards your backside. Taking some deep breaths into your abdomen so you can feel your back stretch with the breath. And then squeezing your shoulder blades together a little bit more. Go ahead and inhale if you want to. Lift your chest and lift your thighs away from the floor. Just a couple of breaths here as you inhale, lift, exhale, let's go ahead and release. Inhale, press up into plank, and exhale, downward dog. Inhale, the left leg reaches up, exhale, left foot steps forward. We're rising up into warrior one on the inhale, warrior two, exhale, and reverse warrior as you inhale. Breathing deeply into the left rib cage, left side of the body as you reach up and over, feeling the stretch, feeling the breath moving into the entire rib cage, but mostly that left side. When you're ready, exhale both hands to the floor, step to plank, take a deep breath in, and exhale, lower all the way down. Once again, bend your knees, reach back. Take a moment, take a few breaths, and you can stay here. Or if you'd like to, you can come up into your Dhanurasana, your bow pose. Pressing your shins to the wall behind you, squeezing your shoulder blades together, and then inhaling to lift up away from the floor. With every inhalation, feeling yourself rise up. With every exhalation, feeling yourself lift and strengthen the back body. Let's go ahead and release. Pressing up to your hands and knees and sitting back into a child's pose. Taking this time to breathe deeply into the back body. Feeling the back body open up with the breath. And then coming into a squat When you're moving out of your child's pose, make your way into goddess pose or a deep squat. Toes are slightly pointed out. Hands are in prayer. Triceps pressing into the insides of your knees, pressing the knees open as you breathe deeply into the front body. Staying here, or if you'd like to, moving into a brief crow pose or even prepping for Bakasana or crow pose, if that's not a pose that you can do just now. Moving back into a squat if you attempted crow. Just a few more breaths here. And then go ahead and sit yourself down, extending both legs out in front, putting a little bit of a bend in your knees. Inhale to reach up. And then exhale to bring your chest towards your thighs as you fold forward. Opening the entire back body, not just focusing on stretching the hamstrings, but feeling the stretch in your spine and maybe even the back of your neck. Keeping your abdominal muscles somewhat drawing in so that as you inhale, you can feel the stretch in your back. The space between each of your ribs opening up with your breath. Slowly releasing that forward fold. We're going to move into frog pose. Opening the knees out nice and wide as you can on your mat. Ankles and knees stay in line with each other. Feet are flexed. And you can stay on your elbows. You can rest your chest on a pillow. Or you can come all the way down if you can, bringing the chest all the way down to the floor. Once again, taking deep inhalations, you're creating a lot of space in the legs, feeling the strength also of your hips supporting you in this pose. Let's slowly make our way out of frog pose. We're going to come into fire log with our legs. Left leg on the bottom, right leg on top, stacking the shins on top of each other so that you're knee on ankle, ankle on knee. We're going to inhale, reach up. Exhale the left hand down behind your back and the right arm behind your head to clasp your hands together between your shoulder blades, stretching the right tricep. At the same time, letting the right knee gently open in fire log. And let's go ahead and slowly release the hands. And you can bring your hands to the top of your foot and the top of your knee and stay upright if you'd like to, if you're feeling enough of a stretch there. Or you can bring your hands to the floor in front of your shins. Or if you have a little more flexibility in your hips, you can come onto your forearms. Wherever you are, continue to breathe and consciously allow your hips to soften and open. Releasing that pose now, we're going to take a gentle twist. Left arm reaches behind you. We're going to twist to the left, looking over the left shoulder. Every inhalation, sit up straighter and taller. Every exhalation, Draw your abdominal muscles in and rotate. We'll go ahead and release that twist, coming into a wide-legged position. Stretch your legs out as open as you can. Keep your toes pointing up at the ceiling. And you can stay upright, or if you can come to your palms, walking your hands forward, or you can come onto your forearms. Taking some deep breaths. Not only are your hamstrings opening, but you'll feel the inner thighs as well. Your adductors stretching. Be gentle. Let's slowly release this pose. We're going to take a side bend. Right arm up and over your head. See if you can reach for your right, let's see, that's your left toes. As you stretch the right side of the body all the way from your fingertips to your hip. And then we'll just move over to the other side when you're ready. Just a few breaths in these side bends here. And then let's release. Coming all the way back up, gently bringing the legs back to center for our fire log pose on the other side. Right leg is on the bottom, left leg on top. Shins are stacked. Knee on ankle, ankle on knee. Sitting up nice and tall. Inhale to reach the arms up. And exhale, the right hand comes down between your shoulder blades, behind your back, and your left fingers behind your head, clasping your hands together if you can. Pressing the left elbow up to the ceiling, stretching your triceps. Deep breaths. And release your hands down. Again, taking our twist here. This time right hand comes behind. Inhale, sitting up nice and tall, long spine. Exhale to squeeze your abdominal muscles in and rotate even more. Coming back to center. And then folding over your legs, or just leaving your hands on your legs and staying upright, whatever position you were in on your other side, doing that same thing here. Letting your hips soften and open. Breathing deeply into your back. Long exhalations. And we'll slowly release, coming back up, coming around just into a comfortable seated cross-legged position. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Again, inhale, reaching up. Exhaling, hands to prayer. One more time, inhale, reach up. Exhaling, hands to prayer. Of course, you can take more poses that you would like to finish out your practice or rest here.